Okay, so I'm going to just try something a bit new for me. I've got a GoPro head strap, so I'm going to put you on there, and at least you can see what I'm doing with my hands rather than me just talking through things and looking from a distance. So yeah, bear with me. And got the two idiots with me today again. Follow me around everywhere. So I'll just double check, make sure the picture's all good. Okay, so I'll make a start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take apart the fuel pump and the level sensor switch and stuff like that. Just take them out. I'm going to just make sure there's no debris inside the tank, because obviously I've had to cut the holes and drill the holes for all of this. So I'm just going to just double check, make sure there's nothing in there. Give that a bit of a shake and a wipe, and then I'll just reassemble it. And then what I'm going to do is then I'm going to chuck this back onto the bike. So what I quickly did was I just painted where I've grounded off and filed everything off. So just to keep the rust at bay, and hopefully it does all right. I may have to just quickly give it a lick later on, but yeah, just for now, whilst I'm getting everything mostly assembled and get this tank on, it should be good enough. All right, I'll get going with this. So what I want, I need some tools. So yeah, you'll have to see I'm working on the floor. I don't really, ideally I'd like a workbench, but yeah, I just don't have that luxury at the moment. What have I done with you, my little screwdriver? In here. So yeah, so obviously I took off the auxiliary pod in there, just because I needed to fold back the electrics and just keep them out of the way. A bit dusty. I'll just take these few bits. That should be enough just for me to take these off. So as you can see, I've made a little bit of a mess already, but yeah, that'll be fine. So, just going to keep checking, make sure I've got the right picture. Okay. Come on. You'd have to excuse me if I'm a bit wobbly and missed and dropped the screws and stuff like that. I've just started on some new ADHD medication, so things are a bit different at the moment. All right, so obviously I already split this. I got the rest of it on the shelf there, so I'll just leave that out for now. I'll say there's still some stuff in there, so I'll have to try and get that out as best as I can. I may have to just tip some fuel in there, shake it around, and get it out. All being performed under the careful watch of these two idiots. Okay, that is the level switch. Where have you gone? There. So what I'll do, I'll just put the screws back in. Like I said before, it's just easier to keep them in there. They're not really going to go anywhere. put them in. They're kind of out the way, and also then in the right position at the same time for later on. Which one is it? Okay. So, yeah, if you've got any, if you do have any questions or suggestions, you know, please, you know, inbox me or whatever, PM me, whatever you want to do. I'm on Instagram as well as Maxi Gone Riding, Maxi_Gone_Riding. Yeah, so yeah, just send me a message or whatever. You know, I'm just doing things my own way at the same time. You know, I know other people have done, you know, they've done the Kit Sinks 90s and all that lot, but yeah, I kind of wanted to go my own route. Like I say, I've got the Aurora kit coming, or there's the Super 701 kit from Aurora, and the reason for that is because I like the new style headlight and everything on the KTM factory. Sorry, on the KTM 450 factory rally. So really, that was my thinking of why I went for the Rebel X kit. Yeah, definitely nothing against Aurora whatsoever. They do produce, from what I can see, they produce a really great kit, and so do Rebel X. But yeah, the full reason was, yeah, it was more so aesthetics for me, because the price was pretty much the same. You know, I was gonna fork out a fair bit of money anyway, so I might as well get something that I want to look nice, but also because no one's actually done this yet, not that I can see anyway, with the combination of the 2014 tank, the 2017 Aurora. Well, they're the KTM OEM tanks as well, but the 2017 450 rally tanks, with a combination of, you know, the 2019 onwards now headlight and windshield, and you know that setup. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be the first, maybe one of the first. I don't know. Maybe someone has done it, but yeah, just not that I've seen on social media. Because really, well, not so much just social media. You know, I've been looking on with the ADV Rider and you know, other platforms and stuff like that, and just general Google searches, you know, as everyone does, Google. Yeah, and I just couldn't see anyone else that has done this yet. So just a temporary bracket that I designed up so I can get some sort of location of how high the exhaust, or how high or low the exhaust is going to be. 8mm. And these are tight, just a bit sticky. So yeah, I'm going to also be changing out a few of the screws and stuff for pre-drilled race ones. I don't know if you can see it. More so just for that security, you know, like especially if you're going on long rides and stuff like that, you don't want to any bolts obviously dropping out. So yeah, like I've said in previous videos, I do come from a little bit of an aviation background. It's where, you know, it's the industry that I did my apprenticeship in. Yeah, and that definitely taught me the value of lock wire. And yeah, I've always been a big fan of it. Plus, I like, you know, I like drilled heads on bolts. You know, it looks cool at the same time. But it's not the main reason. But just a bit of a fanboy of it, I suppose. Cool. All right. So that's done. So I need to, probably going to pause the camera and just get a torch, just so I can look in there properly. And just to make sure there's not too much crap in there. Back in a minute. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is so I'll just get this right. Should be right. Okay. So what I'm gonna do? Hello, Ant. I'm just gonna take this new cap off that I got. Yeah, I can't remember where I ordered this from now. I think, yeah, I don't actually know. I think it might have been Raid Garage. Anyway, one of them, yeah, I guess one of the main suppliers. That's how I found it. It's just an extension, obviously, to the fuel cap. You know, the Husqvarna ones, obviously very different. Well, not very different. Still the same mounting. It's just a different cap and a lock, and I don't really want to run a lock. I'd rather run the Acerbis cap, because that's also I believe it's the same fit as the Aurora you know, their caps. So I'll just adjust you there. Yeah, I think it's the same fitting as the Aurora caps. So yeah, so I'm just gonna have a look in here as well, just to make sure there's not too much debris or dust. There is a bit in there which I've got to try and get out. I might have to get a Hoover, or I don't really want to chuck a load of fuel in there, because I've not really got anywhere to you know, to just shake it out. I don't really want to do it on my lawn. You know, we're going to be selling this this house soon, so I don't really want to kill the lawn just yet. Yeah, there's a fair bit of crap down in the bottom there, so I think I'm going to have to make an adapter up for the Hoover and try and suck that out, because I definitely don't want that going through my fuel pump, because that would not be desirable. Righto, here we are. So don't judge me on this too much. Pretty archaic, but hey, well, archaic, I don't know, I think they've probably got better technology than what I'm doing now. Anyway, give it a go. All right, version 2, let's have another go. This should get it. Oh crap. If I can see it, that means it's a straight line. Let's have another go. All right, so I think it's probably the best I'm going to get it with what I've got. Like so. All right. Okay, what now? So I guess I'll put in the fuel pump and all that gubbins, and yeah, crack on. All right, I'll just pack the Hoover away and a little bit of a tie up, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'll just move that just so I can make sure I'm getting the right angle and showing you guys stuff, content. All right, so yeah, I'm going to start actually assembling this, hopefully for the final time. All right, I've forgotten which way I need to do this, but I'm pretty sure I need to put the pump in first. Just make sure there's no crap on there. I have tried to keep it as clean as I can. Still got fuel in it. All right, should be good. So make sure that the face is good. All right. So as I put it in, what I'm just gonna try and, there you go, just curl it round so it comes out there, because obviously I'm gonna need to connect up the other parts. Come on, mate, you can do it. You can do it. Get in there. There we go. Slowly going. And I think before I actually put that all the way in, I'm going to connect up the other part. At least then I can just stuff it all inside then, you know, not have to really worry about it again. Okay, one in there. Just give that a tug. No, she's all cool. And this one in here. Cool. And I'll just spin that. And that one in there. Okay, give that a tug. No, she's all good. Oh, why has that one come off? No, it's all good. Yeah, like I say, just make sure, just give them a pull back as well. Just make sure all the little, can you see all the little locking tabs have engaged? All right, so now that's in. Yeah, that is the right way. Okay, so now I can just push the whole lot in, hopefully. Go on, go in. There you go. Obviously, you know, use your mitts to just gauge. Hopefully you're not compressing anything or bending anything too much, you know. There is a bit of a twist there. I think it should be okay. Yeah, it should be fine. There's not too much torsion on there. So I never like it when it's kind of that plasticky kind of feel. You know, it doesn't just lock up. All right, that's that piece. So I shall turn this over, and I'll just take these out now. Okay. A little bit of plastic there. I'll just try and dig that off. All right. Okay, which way? I need to go that way. So obviously your gasket's all good. Just give it a wipe round. Just make sure there's no debris on there. Because you really don't want a fuel leak. Especially, you know, obviously your battery's sitting there and with your starter relay and stuff like that. So just pop these back in. What I'm doing, float. There we go. So just make sure there's nothing on there. Make sure the O-ring's sat down nicely. Okay. And oh man, I've forgotten now. I'm pretty sure that float is up. Back in a second, I need to check. So, yeah, so I don't know whether you're seeing this, hopefully you are. Obviously I'm using my phone at the same time. Look, a lot of my research has been done on the KTM and also Husqvarna's microfiche on their, you know, on their parts lists and stuff like that. So little details like this, you know, where for that float, you know, it's in that orientation. So obviously that tells me it needs to go up. Yeah, so it's definitely handy looking on there. Yeah, so I always do it. It's just the easiest way to get, you know, especially the orientation of something. All right, Moody? Yeah? I just had to get some batteries. I'll have to change it over in a minute, but anyway, I'll just stick this in for now, and then I'll just change the battery over on the GoPro. Okay. Just these two. that's that bit. So also what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the battery case in, and then I'll put it on the brackets. I haven't chopped them off yet because I just want to double check to make sure that I'm not cutting any extra off or none that I need to anyway. I just want to double check, and then what I'll do, I guess I'll take it back off, cut them, and go from there really. All right, that's in. So I'm just going to put the battery tray in, and there's one bolt. And where are the others? Probably in that magnetic tray. Yep. The other two. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to put the wiring loom back in yet. I want to get this on because I need to obviously have a look at the battery, ECU, and that type of thing, just to make sure that I, what's going to clash. If do I really need a smaller battery? I think I would prefer a lithium ion just because they are lighter weight, just to reduce some of the weight on this that's going to be jumping around or vibrating around. So I just want to try and reduce that a little bit, but I just need to double check the size of the battery that I may need or don't need. All right, I'll just change the battery.